Hello friends, so welcome you all to yet another session on differentiation. Class, in the previous sessions we have been dealing with the concept of successive differentiation. Okay, so in the previous class we have solved many problems, basic problems on successive differentiation. Okay, so we are going to continue the 5 marker questions wherever we left in the previous session. Okay, are you ready? So the first question we are going to deal today is, I have y is equal to a sin x plus b cos x. I have to prove that d square y by dx square, that is second derivative of this function, plus y is equal to 0. Okay, let us solve it step by step. Remember, these are 5 marker questions. Please maintain the steps carefully. So I have y is equal to a sin x plus b cos x. Take it as equation 1. Always remember, given take the given function y as equation 1. Okay, so if you differentiate equation 1 with respect to x, you are going to differentiate, so you will get derivative of y will be dy by dx, that is first derivative. Y dash is nothing but, now a is a constant. Now what is derivative of sine? We know derivative of sine is cos, isn't it? Okay, plus b into, now what is derivative of cos? We know derivative of cos is minus sine. Okay, so actually I will get y dash is nothing but a cos x minus b sin x. So second derivative, take it as equation 2. Okay, now you again differentiate equation 2 with respect to x. Okay, and see what happens. So first derivatives, if you differentiate again, you will get y double dash, that is second derivative. Now a is a constant. What is derivative of cos? You will get minus sin x. Okay, minus b into, what is derivative of sin x? So derivative of sin x will be cos x. So if you further simplify it, I will get minus a sin x minus b cos x. Okay, so let me take this equation as equation 3. Okay, now consider, you have to consider the LHS. Okay, consider d square y by dx square plus y. Don't take it equal to 0 because I have to prove it equal to 0. Now what is second derivative? I already have here. So it is minus a sin x, okay, minus b cos x. So this is my second derivative from equation 3. Now take what is y plus y. So that is nothing but plus a sin x, okay, next plus b cos x, isn't it? Now we can see very clearly here, a minus a sin x plus a sin x will get cancelled, minus b cos x plus b cos x will be cancelled. I am going to get 0. Therefore d square y by dx square plus y is equal to 0. You can write this and write hence proved. Okay, so these type of questions would be asked for 5 marks, but since this is very easy question, he has not asked this question even once in your examination. Okay, so we'll move on to the next question. Okay friends, so we are going to consider the next question. This question is very similar to the previous question. Only thing is, in place of a and b constants, he has given a number. Okay, the previous question was on worked example, but this is an exercise question. Okay, so we'll take a solution for this. So I have y is equal to 5 cos x minus 3 sin x. So take it as equation 1. Okay, now dy by dx, that is the first derivative is nothing but 5 into, what is derivative of cos? Derivative of cos is minus sine, okay, minus 3 into, what is derivative of sine? We know the derivative of sine is nothing but cos. Okay, so this can be written as minus 5 sin x minus 3 cos x. Okay, So this is my equation 2. Okay, if you differentiate this again, you'll get d square y by dx square. This is nothing but, you need not write a differentiating equation 2 with respect to x. Okay, it is understood. Minus 5 into, we know derivative of sine is cos x, minus 3 into, what is derivative of cos? Please be careful, it is minus of sine. So this will be written as minus 5 cos x, minus of minus is plus 3 sine x. So this will be my equation 3. Okay, so I wanted d square y by dx square and y, both I have. Now consider. Okay, remember you have to consider LHS, that is consider d square y by dx square plus y. Okay, so this is nothing but, what is d square y by dx square? I have minus 5 cos x, okay, plus 3 sin x, isn't it? So that is my d square y by dx square plus y. So what is y here? Plus 5 cos x, okay, minus 3 sin x. Okay, right. So this is nothing but, you can see here, minus 5 cos x plus 5 cos x will be cancelled, and 3 sin x minus 3 sin x also will be cancelled, plus and minus. So you will get 0. Therefore you can write d square y by dx square plus y is equal to 0. Okay, and you can just say, hence we have proved. Right, very simple, isn't it? Shall we go to the next question? Okay, fine. Let us consider the next question. I have y is equal to 500 into e power sin x plus 600 into e power minus 7x. Okay, I have to show that d square y by dx square is 49 times y. Okay, now solution. Okay, so y is nothing but 500 into e power 7x plus 600 into e power minus 7x. Okay, take it as equation 1. Now if you differentiate once, I'll get y dash is nothing but 500, okay, into, what is derivative of e power 7x? It is 7 into e power 7x, okay, plus 600 into, again what is derivative of e power minus 7x? So it is minus 7 into e power minus 7x. Now friends, for this particular question, kindly don't multiply it here, because if you multiply it here, your simplification becomes difficult. So just keep it as it is. Let us see what happens. Now you differentiate it again. So y second derivative is, now again 500 is a constant, keep it 500 as it is, okay, into 7 is again a constant, I am going to write it here. Now what is again e power 7x derivative? So e power 7x derivative is 7 into e power 7x. Okay, did you get it? So plus 600 into, again because it's a constant, I have minus 7 here. It's just a constant, I have just kept it aside. Now what is derivative of e power 7a, e power minus 7x? So it is again minus 7 into e power minus 7x. Is it clear? So please be careful. 500 is a constant, kept aside. 7 is a constant, kept aside. Derivative of e power 7x is 7 into e power 7x. So 600 is kept aside because it's a constant. Minus 7 is also kept aside. E power minus 7x derivative is minus 7 into e power minus 7x. Okay, so y double second derivative is nothing but, look here, it is 500 into, so what is 7 sevens are 49 into e power 7x, isn't it? Okay, now let's complete this, plus 600 into, now check, minus into minus will be plus, 7 sevens are, will be again 49 into e power minus 7x. Okay, now this is nothing but, you can look here, in both the terms I have just 49 common. So if you remove 49, here I am going to get 500 into e power 7x plus 600 into e power minus 7x. So this is nothing but 49 into, what is 500 into e power 7x plus 600 into e power minus 7x. You can see here that is nothing but my y. That is why I told you not to multiply. So for this I can write it as 49y from equation 1. Therefore, I proved it, d square y by dx square is nothing but 49 times y. Okay, is it clear? Hence proved. So if they give you this question for your examination, then it's a jackpot for you, because you can easily get 5 marks on this question, right? Shall we move to the next one? Okay. Moving on to the fourth question, friends. We have e power y into x plus 1 is equal to 1. Okay. I have to show that d square y by dx square, that is second derivative, is dy by dx whole square. Okay. Now please be careful. The given equation is, I'm just going to make some arrangement. I have e power y into x plus 1 is nothing but 1, isn't it? Divide this function here. So I will get x plus 1 is nothing but 1 by e power y, isn't it? Just taking the reciprocal. Therefore, by using the law of indices, I will get x plus 1 will be e power minus y. So reciprocal of e power 1, reciprocal of e power y will be e power minus y. Consider this equation as my equation 1. Okay, now this one I'm going to consider as equation 1. This is the simple way of solving it. There might be other ways of solving the question, but it's up to you to find out the required result. Okay, so I prefer this question as the simple. This method is simple, so I am following this method. Okay, now if you differentiate, okay, differentiating equation 1 with respect to x. Okay, see what I'm going to get. Derivative of x is 1 plus derivative of 1 is 0, isn't it? So this is nothing but, now derivative, what is e power of minus x derivative? It is minus of e power minus x, but because I have y here, so it is minus of e power minus y into derivative of y. So derivative of y is nothing but dy by dx. Okay, therefore actually left hand side what I have is 1 is nothing but e power minus y into dy by dx. If you again divide, you will get 1 divided by e power minus y is nothing but dy by dx. Okay, is it clear? Hope you are following the step. Oh, remember, I have skipped a negative here. So I have minus of e power minus y. So I will get minus of. Now if you bring it to the numerator, I will get minus of e power plus y, isn't it? Minus of e power y will be dy by dx. Consider it as equation 2. Okay, now differentiating equation 2 with respect to x. Okay, so now remember, minus let it be aside. Derivative of e power y is e power y into dy by dx, isn't it? So this is nothing but, right hand side is already I have dy by dx. So derivative of dy by dx is d square y by dx square. Okay, so now remember, what is minus of e power y? According to equation 2, this minus of e power y is nothing but dy by dx. Okay, so this implies dy by dx into dy by dx is nothing but d square y by dx square. How did I get it? From equation 2, isn't it? So I have used equation 2 here. Equation 2 is dy by dx is minus of e power y. So in place of this minus e power y, I have used dy by dx. So this is nothing but dy by dx into dy by dx will be dy by dx whole square is nothing but d square y by dx square. You can see here, this is what I was supposed to prove. Only thing is we exchanged it. So d square y by dx square is nothing but dy by dx whole square. Okay, hence proved. Okay, so this is how you prove this question. This question was asked once in your main examination for 5 marks. Is it clear? It has not been asked many times, but still there are chances of this question being asked for your main examination. Is it clear? Is it comfortable for you doing these questions? Okay, fine. So we'll move on to the next question. Okay, class. So we have come to the one last question for the session now. So let us see this question. If y is equal to cos inverse x, find d square y by dx square in terms of y alone. Okay. So how I'm going to find this second derivative in terms of y alone. Okay. Let us see how we are going to do it. So I have y is equal to cos inverse x. Okay. So if you apply cos on both sides, I'm going to get cos y is nothing but x. Okay, isn't it? So if I have y is equal to cos inverse x, then cos y will be x. Okay. So if you differentiate equation 1 with respect to x, see what happens. What is derivative of cos? Derivative of cos is minus sine into dy by dx, because it's y, minus sine y into dy by dx. Hope you remember the implicit function differentiation. So this is nothing but, now derivative of x is nothing but 1. Okay. So I want dy by dx, let us split here. Therefore dy by dx is nothing but 1 divided by minus sine y. Okay. So this is nothing but, I'm going to write this negative here. Okay. 1 by sine is nothing but what? Cosecant y, isn't it? So very important question. Let me take this as equation 2. Okay. Now if you differentiate equation 2 with respect to x, okay, and see what I'm going to get. Left hand side is dy by dx. So d by dx of dy by dx, isn't it, is nothing but, let me keep outside, d by dx of cosecant y. Remember, now d by dx is nothing but d square y by dx square, isn't it? So this is nothing but minus, what is derivative of cosecant? We know derivative of cosecant is cosecant y into cot y into, remember it's a function of y, so I have to again take dy by dx. Okay. So this is nothing but minus cosecant y into cot y into, actually what is dy by dx? From equation 2, dy by dx is minus cosecant y. Okay. How I'm going to write? By equation 2. Okay. By equation 2, I'm going to use it as minus cosecant y. So this is nothing but, minus of minus becomes plus, cosecant into cosecant is nothing but cosecant square y into cot y. So you can see here the second derivative, that is y square d square y by dx square, is completely in terms of y. Okay. Therefore d square y by dx square is nothing but cosecant square y into cot y. Okay. Okay, small correction friends. We know this formula, derivative of cosecant x is minus cosecant into cot x, isn't it? So here I already have minus here. Okay. Now derivative of cosecant is nothing but again minus cosecant into cot. So this becomes plus here. Okay, this is plus, and here it remains minus. So final derivative will be minus of cosecant square y into cot y. This is not a prove that question because it is find. Okay, he has not asked this question even once in your examination, but anyhow it's up to you to be ready if they ask you this time for 5 marks. Okay, there are chances are very less because there are more standard questions on the other part. Okay. Okay class, so we have come to the conclusion. Hope you have understood this session. So we'll meet again in the next session. Until then, take care and Bye.